Hello, welcome to another series of Go tutorial training. I welcome you all. If you are a newbie, this is a channel to be. You need to like, share and subscribe to this very channel. You know, we are actually going to talk about Pimples face cream today. A face cream that is particularly targeted about those faces that are prone, pimples prone. So if you are interested in this subject, I would like you to come along with me. This particular face cream will be having those faces that are pimples prone in mind. What that implies is that this particular face cream, we are making a face cream for pimples, a pimples face cream. Let me call it that way. Now, before we dive into the production proper, for those of you that have watched one or two videos before now, you will have known that I usually do what we call pre-production process. Now, for this production, we have the base, we have the powders, we have the oils, essential oils, we have our water as well for us to do some little melting. Now, I would like to do the dissolving part, which I refer to as the pre-production process. Thereafter, we are just going to dive straight into the main production. I like to pour in chemicals because this is an organic production. So we'll be using our lavender oil, lavender essential oil. We'll be using our hemp seed oil. The lavender essential oil will be 20 ml. The hemp seed oil will be 20 ml. The neem oil, we'll be using our neem oil, will be 20 ml. Our peppermint oil will be 10 drops. And our tea tree oil will also be 10 drops. Now these are the oils we'll be using. Our lavender oil, our hemp seed oil, our neem oil, our peppermint oil, essential drops. Then we're also going to be using our tea tree oil, very important for face or pimples prone. Thereafter, this is the cream base, very important. This is the base. It is this base we're adding every other thing we're adding to. I hope you can see. I made an initial video where I talked about how to make cream base, and I spoke in that video that I used sunflower oil to make that base because of the homogenic nature of sunflower oil. So now this is if you have not probably seen that video, just check the link up here. You'll be able to check that link and be able to understand how exactly we made this base cream. Now after we got this base cream, you can see the thickness, the consistency is very thick. We are now going to scoop our base cream. When we take this base cream I'm using is 120 gram. Normally I should call it meal, but it's very thick as you can see. So it's 120 gram. So you are just supposed to scoop out of whichever base cream you have, scoop it into a container like this. I've measured almost all these things I want to use now. This video is going to be a rather short one. Now after we measure in our base cream of 120 ml, we'll be adding our salicylic acid. We will also be adding our niacinamide. Very good. Niacinamide is so good for this production. Now the niacinamide will be 6 gram. The niacinamide will be 9 grams, sorry, while my salicylic acid will be 6 gram. Now my oils, I'm going to be using 20 ml. I said that earlier for lavender, 20 ml for my neem, 20 ml for my hemp seed oil, as well as 10 drops each for my peppermint as well as tea tree oil. Now going straight into the pre-production process, we are going to be dissolving our niacinamide. I told you we are going to be using just 20 gram. Then our salicylic acid we're also going to be using 20 gram. Now because I have other things measured except for this salicylic acid, I'll be measuring my salicylic acid. This container is measuring just 19. So measuring my salicylic acid, I hope you can see this. I'll be adding my salicylic acid, 20 gram. Yes. Yes, my 20 grams. Now I will also be making use of my niacinamide powder, which is 20 grams as well. Now, because the thickness of your base cream is dependent on you. The thickness of your base cream is dependent on you. So I'll be adding, I measured 100 ml of water just for measuring sake, but I'll be adding just a little. You add this, mix this according to your taste, depending on the way you want, how thick you want your cream, your face cream consistency to be. You mix it according to that. Guess what? If you are mixing this, you feel a cold sensation beneath. A cold sensation beneath this production. It's mixing. Now, here is my niacinamide powder. I told you I already measured the 20 grams. Also, this is my salicylic powder. I'm also going to be adding little water to taste. You dissolve it to taste. If you want to make the face cream a lotion, you can decide to add maybe 10 ml of water, lesser or more. If you don't want something like that, you want it to be a little bit light, then you also feel free to dissolve it with lesser quantity of water. So you can see I've been able to dissolve it, my salicylic powder. I'm adding little water. So I've totally dissolved it. So normally in my production, I refer to this as pre-production process. Now let's dive into the production proper. Here is my base cream. I told you can watch the video of the base cream. Here is my base cream, 120 grams of base cream. Now, after measuring my base cream, I'll be adding my lavender oil. Lavender oil is very good when it comes to the face. It's mild and it's okay for anything you are producing that has to do with the face. Now, I'll be using this spoon, pardon me for that, to measure in my salicylic. I'll be using this rather to measure in my lavender oil. So I'll be taking this as 2 tablespoons. I said I wanted to use 20 ml. So I'm assuming that this spoon, the 2 spoons were not very full. That's why I added that little. We make for my 20 ml of lavender oil. Now you are supposed to stir it very well. You know, if we are probably making a higher quantity, then we need to use our mixer. Like when I mix this base cream, I use the mixer. And should in case I forgot to say that, if you don't have a mixer, you can use tonic stick. If you are making something small, you can use the spoon like I'm doing. So this particular base cream I'm making is just a small quantity, and I know that you can do it right in your house. You can get this, and by adventure you don't have access to all the oils. You can, if you have access to only lavender, good to go. If you have access to only MCD oil, you are good to go. You don't necessarily have to have all the oils. If you don't have access to all the oils, you can still lay your hands on it and give it a trial. Now I decided to, because this particular oil is already measured, this MCD oil, I measured it down. So that means that I used 20 ml. This one we're adding 10 drops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is essential oil, 100% pure essential oil. Thereafter, we'll be adding our tea tree oil. I hope you can see this. Tea tree oil. This other one I use is peppermint oil, 100% pure essential oil. 10 drops as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tea tree oil is very good as a pimples remedy. You know, there are some face toners that is done specifically for pimples prone faces. Tea tree oil is a must. Tea tree oil is very good. Now, you know, when we talk about pimples, we are talking about the face that is having a lot of oil. Now, sorry, I forgot this. This is my aloe vera gel. We'll be adding aloe vera gel to this production. The aloe vera gel will be 30 grams. 30 grams of my aloe vera gel. And bringing this down so that I will be able to measure in my aloe vera gel. I'll be using this my container for vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is also referred to as niacinamide. So I'm putting on the scale. This is reading 4 grams. This is not niacinamide. I already used niacinamide in this video. For those people that may just be joining, I'm using only 20 grams of my aloe vera gel. 20 grams of my aloe vera gel. So this is 20 grams of my aloe vera gel. Mix the aloe vera gel, get a firm consistency, then you add it to your cream. Aloe vera gel has a way of soothing the face. It gives this cold feeling on the skin. So you are supposed to add the aloe vera gel and mix it thoroughly. You know, normally for huge productions, mixer mixes better than our hand. But I'm doing this based on demand by some of my customers, some people that have probably communicated me, asking 1 or 2 questions about pimples promotion. Now, if you are having a severe kind of pimples, I would advise that you reduce the oil from the 20 ml I recommended to even 5 ml. Something below 5, from 5 below is very okay. You know, pimples promotion, it is advisable that they use creams that are off oil. We should reduce the level of oil. But you are going to maintain the peppermint and the tea tree oil that I said 10 drops for the essential. But if your pimples is so chronic, then you reduce the lavender, the neem oil, as well as the MCD oil into 5 ml to make this same 120 gram. And I believe you will come back to message me on the comment section that wow, this particular pimples cream did a lot of wonders. I'm waiting to hear comments below. I'm waiting for subscribers and viewers to watch this, make their own portion right in their houses, and give me feedback about how wonderful it has helped their faces and in their skin. Now, if you are a newbie here and you probably enjoy what you have just watched, I would advise you subscribe to this channel, because you'll be giving back. You'll be helping us to be able to show you more of this insight into different things. Also, ask your questions. Feel free to make comments below. We would like you to subscribe, give us a thumb up if you really enjoyed the production, and subscribe so that when we send in different videos, you will easily be given a notification to be able to know when what exact video has come up. Also, in the course of the year, yes, we're gradually running to an end. We will run some promos, we'll talk about trainings, we are going to be giving out some things. In fact, I will just come up and ask my subscribers some questions about some of the products that we put on and some of the things that we produced. And those people that are able to answer the questions prove that they have actually been following. And we will also be giving you reviews about those that have used it and those that have come to give us reports about the way they have felt about such products. So there are so many things to stay tuned to. So therefore, subscribe right away, press that red button, and hope to see you in my next video.